Cool. We are live.
Hey everyone, and welcome to our first YouTube webinar for Yanda. My name's Chris Wyatt, and I'm the marketing manager at Yanda. And we're joined today with Mario Stumpo, who's going to give us a quick introduction to himself. And if you could just give a nice introduction to who Yanda is and where we are at the moment with it.
Hello, Chris. Thank you so much for introducing me. And hello, guys. I'm very happy to be here today. Well, Yanda, it is an all-in-one automated trading software for cryptocurrency traders. I had the first idea of Yanda back in 2015 when I was trading on the former Coinbase exchange together with Bittrex and some others. I started Yanda because I wanted to solve my needs as a trader. There are too many cryptocurrencies and way too many exchanges nowadays, and it was very difficult for me while I was working and also studying to keep it up and to trade properly across a market that never sleeps. Moreover, a market that never sleeps puts you in serious difficulties when you want to achieve the best results from your trading strategies. Therefore, I started coding myself and I started doing some algorithm trading. And then I realized that by using the REST API of the exchanges, I could have shared my service to all. And that's where we are. In fact, Yanda allows cryptocurrency traders to integrate multiple cryptocurrency exchanges and create, share, and copy their automated trading strategies without the need of code. So basically, the story started back in 2015 when I met Jonathan Price as my former lecturer of merger and acquisition. And together we decided to develop that tool. And so we met Samir, our current CTO, who did a great job in developing the platform as it is today. That's it. That was the main idea, and that's where we are now. We are on a version of Yanda which is extremely stable and is seeing many features being added on a daily basis. What do you think about that, Chris?
Perfect. Well, I'm obviously a big fan of Yanda and the platform, and I'm also a trader as well. But I want you to, if you could, give us a little bit more of an insight to the people that are going to be watching this, and just give us a demonstration of the platform, what features are available, and if you could maybe show us how to actually create a strategy and go through the different parameters that you've got, and just basically show people how easy it is to start automating your trading.
Yes, for sure. So first thing you need is to create an account on Yanda.io. So I encourage all the people that are watching to register on Yanda. It's completely free, and we also give a $10 free credit for starting using the platform. Obviously, this credit is not a credit that goes straight into your exchange. It's a credit that you can use for paying for services, and so to create and copy trading strategies onto Yanda.io. But once you have an account with Yanda, you will be able to integrate all of your exchanges from one to all, actually. So you just really need to understand which exchange you have available. If you don't have some of them, you can easily create an account with them, and then you should connect them via API keys. Let me give you a small demonstration. So you will click on the exchange and change API keys. In here we are in Binance. So if you want to connect your account with Binance, you just need to follow the slide tutorials on the right side of that page. There is everything detailed. You can also zoom it out by clicking on this button, pop out. And then when you have retrieved your API keys from Binance, you should paste them in the boxes of the API key and secret. Please note that to keep your funds safe, you should never share your API keys with permission of withdrawal granted on them. So this is very important, guys. You should never share API keys with withdrawal permission granted, because in the worst case scenario our platform get hacked, your funds will stay safe on the exchanges you chosen. So there is no risk if you don't grant withdrawal permission. I want to be very clear with that. Anyway, once you're connected once you put your API keys in here, just click on connect now, and you will be able to see your exchange with the green dot on the left side. That means that it's connected and running. Let me explore with you the dashboard after you connect your API. So first of all, on top of the dashboard, you will see the portfolio value, so the trend of your portfolio value since the day you connect your first API with Yanda. This is very important because we have the breakdown of each of portfolio values on each of the exchange. For instance, if I click on Poloniex, you will see that this trend is changing because it's showing just the portfolio value of my Poloniex account. If I click on Yanda, is the aggregated portfolio value retrieved from all of the exchanges. So it's the sum of the portfolio value expressed in Bitcoin of all the exchanges, and you can find it here. It's very useful to check how is your portfolio doing, and it's good to have a visualization for that. Apart from that, on the second part of the dashboard, you will find your balance across all the exchanges you have connected with the searching box. So for instance, I want to check just Bitcoin, so you can type BTC and I can see that I have Bitcoin on Binance, Bitcoin, Bittrex, Coinbase Pro, and Poloniex. Or I want to see just the amounts that I have on Binance. So you just start typing Binance and you will find all the cryptocurrencies you have into your account with Binance. Easier way to do that is just to click on Binance, balance and trading strategies, and when you click on that menu on balance and trading strategies, you will see just your Binance account, and that's it. So let's go back to Yanda so I can show the whole picture of it. This is the balance tab. There is the trading strategies tab. In here you have all the trading strategies you have run, which are still running or closed, with the ability to share your trading strategies as well, so other traders might copy it. If you want to check the breakdown of each of the strategy, you just click on the button which is closed or running, and you can have the breakdown of what the strategy did. For instance, I started that strategy, Bitcoin against RVN on Bittrex, the August 10, 2019. This strategy has been started with an initial investment of 0.0108, and after 14 days it has generated a 10.29% of profits. So my ending balance is 0.0120. You can see that the net profits are under this current profit section in here. I'm highlighting for you. You can see the parameters I used to start a strategy. We will break down properly those parameters during the explanation on how to create a trading strategy from the paths. And in here you have the breakdown of all the transactions that occurred during this trading strategy in particular. If I want to share this strategy, I just need to click on share, and this pop-up is gonna show you that every copier will share its profit with you. If the trader that copy your strategy makes your profits, he or she will share the 30% of its profits with you, and you will receive the payment in the form of a credit to spend in Yanda. I can put a description, so I can say this is a Bitcoin strategy with upper restart parameter. I made a typo in here, and also here parameters. Okay, sounds good. Then guys, you will be able to find this strategy among the marketplace of Bittrex. In fact, let's explore the menu of each of the exchanges. So as we can see, we had the balance and the trading strategies. within which, apart from the balance and the trading strategy, you can find also the open orders if you have any. You can see that I have 2 selling orders opened onto Bittrex, and also an easy to read statement which includes the transaction in and out of the last 30 days. Apart from that, you can see the market list of Bittrex. In here you can browse within all the market pairs available for trading into that exchange, and by clicking on trade you will be redirected to the personal automated trading system to create trading strategies on that market. Then you can also browse within the strategies marketplace. In here you can see that people is sharing their strategies. Some of them are still running and producing profits, and some of them are still are closed. They already have performed some profits. You can copy that. This is going to be, I think, Chris, is going to be the topic of the next week, because we are improving that section, guys, so I wouldn't bother to explain that too much right now. So Chris, what do you think? Shall we start the strategy?
Yeah, let's do it. Look forward to next week's one as well for learning how to copy a strategy. But let's jump right into learn how we can create our own ones, and then even share the strategies that we create, so as we can start earning that 30% from other traders copying us.
Sounds really good. So I already have opened a personal automated trading system page because I spotted a good pair to trade with. How did I do that? Well, there are multiple criteria I use to select a market pair to trade with. First of all is the availability of funds. If I have no funds in a marketplace, in a market pair, I cannot simply trade on it. The second is the volatility, and the third is the appeal of my appeal to both currency of the pair. I never invest, I tend to not invest in a market pair where there is a crypto asset I don't like and I wouldn't like to have within my holdings. So I always recommend people to invest in market pairs in which the both currencies are likely to stay in your portfolio. Apart from that, I like to trade in market with low volatility but very frequent, where I can see small but steady profits every time I start a strategy. So let me explain you a little bit how the personal automated trading software page is composed. So on the top left side of the screen, you can see that we can switch between exchanges. Now we're on Binance, but we can easily switch to Bittrex or Coinbase Pro or Bitmart or Poloniex. Then there is also the market pair selection. You can easily get it from here. You also have the indication of which strategies are already active on that marketplace. And then there is the balance section. So let me break down a little bit. So on the left side, you can see the total Litecoin I have, 0.25, and the total Ethereum I have is 2.09. In here, in the middle section, I have the Litecoin and Ethereum busy into a trading strategies. So you can see I have 1.427 Ethereum busy in a strategy, and the full amount of Litecoin busy in almost the full amount of Litecoin busy in another strategy. In here, in yellow, you can see your cryptocurrency available for starting a new strategy. 0.003 Litecoin are a way too low amount for starting a new one, but we will be able to start a strategy with those 0.6 Ethereum I have available on that pair. I will show you to you immediately after I explain you what the manual trading tools are. We're not keen of manual trading, obviously, but sometimes it's important to use tools such as the converter. The converter is a tool that lets you convert whichever currency in this market pair you want straight from the order book. Let's make a trial. If I want to exchange 1 Ethereum against Litecoin, I will get 2.65 Litecoin. You can click on convert and do the conversion straight, as well as you click one. If you want to convert 1 Litecoin, you will have this amount of Ethereum back if you click on convert. You can place limits to buy and to sell Litecoin as you would do in an exchange. So you just enter the amount. You want to sell 1 Litecoin at 0.4, you will get 0.4 Ethereum. that's easy. You will find the open orders listed in that section of the page. You can also set an alarm. The alarm is an important tool I use to schedule my trading. So for instance, if I would like to wait, or if I would like to be warned when the price is going to be lower than that, now it's 0.388, the last price, I would like to be warned when the price is going to be minor than 0.37, I can easily set up an alarm, and I will receive an email when that situation, and if that situation will happen. So on the right side of the screen, you can find the order book, which is in real time from the pair. And in the middle section, you can find the line chart. You can stretch, you can enlarge. You can see that there are analytic indices on top of it. Most important is the standard deviation and volatility index to understand how volatile is that market pair. I will explain to you a little bit the function of the volatility index when we're going to start the strategy. And on the bottom of the chart, you can also find our 6 different predictive analytics, which are indicating whether the trend is going to go up or down. In this case, all of them are saying that Litecoin price against the Ethereum is going to go down. So that might be a good opportunity for us to leverage on that and accumulate Litecoin. Obviously, if the price of the Litecoin is going to drop, that's a good opportunity to increase your Litecoin staking. Vice versa, if the Litecoin price against Ethereum is going to increase, that's going to be a good opportunity for staking more Ethereum and to increase the staking of Ethereum. So let's dive deep into the personal automated trading system parameters. Chris, before I do that, do you have any particular questions?
I've got no questions at the moment. It's all pretty straightforward to what you've just discussed. I mean, if any of you guys that are watching this have got any questions, just either write in the comments below or send us an email to info@yanda.io, and we'll be happy to answer them. But for now, I'm good, so you can dive straight into setting the parameters.
True, guys. Don't forget also to join our Telegram channel. We will put the link into the YouTube video description, and also you feel free to join our Facebook page and contact us through every of our media channel. Anyway, let's finally start the strategy. As I said before, I have this amount of Ethereum available, so I can just start the strategy with Ethereum, and let's go with the full amount of it. Let me delete 0 or not relevant. So what happened when I decide to invest a currency against another currency on the personal automated trading system? When I invest a certain amount on a strategy, as soon as I click on start, and I tell you that before starting talking about the parameters, the strategy is going to automatically split the investment amount in 2 sides. So in this case, I will have the 50% of my Ethereum on one side, and the other 50% is going to be immediately converted into Litecoin. It's going to give the opportunity to the strategy of operating on both sides and to leverage on both an increasing price and on a decreasing price. Why? Because we are going to use sell orders and buy orders to give instruction to the strategy on how to sell and buy my Ethereum back. So let's explain first what's a stop loss meaning. This is a very important parameter. It's the second indeed. Immediately after you choose your investment side, you should define your appeal to stop losses, so your risk aversion. With Yanda, you will be able to set your stop losses from 5% up to 100%. This is entirely up to you. In finance, the one common says one best rule of thumb is the higher the risk, the higher the profits. Not because the crazy guys are earning more. In this case, it's because you can give the strategy more space to operate without accepting losses immediately. But this is entirely up to you guys, so I cannot really suggest your stop losses percentage. I'm fine with the default parameters, which is 50%. I don't mind to lose value against Litecoin with my Ethereum, so that's completely fine to me. Moreover, I give a lot of space to my strategy to operate. So now, second parameters, sell orders. What's going to happen? Every time I sell the currency on the left side of the pair. So what I'm going to do, all the time I sell Litecoin, I will get Ethereum back. And since I'm investing Ethereum, I would probably earn more Ethereum than what I have now. So I will look at the volatility now. So the volatility is 0.41, is 0.14. Another rule of thumb in finance is to make a simple multiplication, volatility times 3, to define the good approach for placing a limit to sell or to buy. But I'm not that greedy, because if I do that, I will find almost 0.35, which is a little bit more than the minimum amount for available onto Yanda for making profits. So I will leave my sell order at 0.3. That means that as soon as the market goes up of 0.3%, I will sell the Litecoin I just bought with the help of my Ethereum to get my Ethereum back and score some profits. Differently, I will place a 0.4 on the buy order, because I will round up this volatility times 3 calculation that I do. So every time the market is going to drop of 0.4, I will buy more Litecoin. Okay, why? Because you always, guys, need to understand that for making profits on a currency, it's good to leverage on the other one. So the perfect strategy that you can have in this case is that you start your strategy with Ethereum, the market drops, you will find yourself with more Litecoin than you would have had right now if you made a straight conversion. And when the price is gonna go up, you will make more profits in terms of more than 0.3%. This would be the best opportunity. It's not very unlikely to happen, because all forecasts says that the price of Litecoin should go down. So I expect a little bit of drop in price. As you can see, it's very volatile, so it might be very likely to go up again of 0.3. So I can expect the strategy to close in Ethereum. And here we are talking about the lock-in profits. You can choose the strategy to lock your profits. So I want to make profits in Ethereum right now, so I will select lock-in profits Ethereum and a percentage of 0.1%. I'm not that greedy. A daily 0.1% can result of more than 60% profits on a year time. That's very good. So I'm happy to close my strategy when it's going to reach 0.1% of profits in Ethereum. This is entirely up to you guys, because maybe you have another idea. Maybe you would like to close your profits in Litecoin because you are just entering the Litecoin investment through Ethereum, and instead of making a straight conversion right now, you want to buy more Litecoin that you are able to do right now, so you can lock your profits in Litecoin with a bigger percentage. That's entirely up to you. I'm fine with making profits in Ethereum because I want to be straight. If I start a strategy in Ethereum, it's very likely that you will want to close your strategy in the same currency. Obviously, with the personal automated trading system, you can do as many strategies as you want. As you can see, it's very dynamic. You can select your strategy, which is going to be unique and is going to serve your unique purpose. That technically would be already good to go. But I'd like to add also I would like to show you actually an upper restart level. So we said that we want to make profits into Ethereum. So we hope that market is going to go up and is going to recover. What's going to happen? If you sell at 0.3% with a lock-in profits level at 0.1, the strategy is going to be automatically closed. Now let's assume that I don't want just 0.1, I'm a bit more greedy, and I'd like to score 1.5% of profits out of this strategy. Now you can maybe spot a issue in here, which is, what if the price goes up at 0.3 and then keep going up? Well, the strategy gets stuck. It's not going to work anymore because the strategy simply works between the sell order and buy order. To solve that, we can easily select an upper restart level. What does it mean? It means that if the price goes up of 0.3, you will trigger that sell order. And if the price keeps going up of 0.1 or 0.2, or whichever other percentage you select, I'm happy with 0.1, the strategy is going to immediately reboot and start again. So it's going to resplit the amount of Ethereum you have and replace the amount and replace the orders for sell and for buying in order to keep benefiting from the increase in the price of Ethereum. So let's say that we want to do that. We want to lock our profits at 1.5 and we select an upper restart level at 0.1. We just need to click start strategy. Before I do that, Chris, have I been clear? Do you have any doubts? Do you want me to explain better something else?
Yeah, no, I think that was fine. I mean, I understand what's going on, but we'll find out if we get any questions after this video, and we can always make another one and dive into it again on another webinar. So for today, I think it'll be good.
Sure. So guys, let's click on start strategy. I'm very excited to do that in front of you guys. Obviously, I use 0.6 Ethereum. You can use the amount you prefer. There is no limitation on the amount, rather than the limitations that the exchange is putting on you. So mind if you will face some issues with starting a strategy because of the amount, it might be because the exchange, it doesn't allow to trade with this with little amount. Usually a 0.003 or 0.004 Bitcoin equivalent is already good to go for starting the trading strategy. While you're seeing this message of please do not refresh this page, is because the trading strategy is it is starting. Sometimes it can be because of the multiple tab you have opened on your browser. So do not refresh. If it's gonna take longer anyway, because now I think that the problem is that I'm connected with Hangout together with Chris, I'm gonna click on refresh. You should never do that. It's very unlikely that it's gonna happen. Sometimes it's got a problem with the Meet. I can see from the admin anyway that my strategy started, so I can refresh that page. Once you do that, you will be able to see your trading strategies in here under the open strategies sections. Look, if you had the parameters of the upper and lower restart level, you will see this strategy under the type of dynamic, because it's truly dynamic strategy. Unless if you don't select any upper or lower restart level, you will see your strategy under the static type. This is an older strategy I started a few hours ago. This is the one that we started now. As you can see, there is a balance of 0.85 Litecoins, which represent the conversion of the 0.33 Ethereum with an initial investment of 0.66 Ethereum. The strategy started here, 26 August 1615. Last action, the same, because it didn't perform any other action apart from converting the first funds. We have the summary of the parameters we chosen for the strategy in here. You can always close your trading strategy by clicking on terminate strategy. I don't want to do that right now. What you can do, you can monitor your open orders in here, so you can check the price at which those orders will be triggered. If we go back to the dashboard, you will be able to see that strategy listed within the balance and trading strategy tab of your of your exchange. In this case, is Binance. So we can see that I have this new strategy, Litecoin Ethereum. You can still see again the recap of this parameter. Actually, it's not this one. We should refresh this page. You will be able to find your strategy listed in that section anyway. I was keeping two tabs open because with Meet the connection it can get really slow, but you just need to click on dashboard and you can see that strategy in here. So those are the parameters. It's the same that you can find it in the paths. You can click on terminate if you want to close it. This is not the case, but we want to share it. As I showed you before, we can say that this strategy was created during the Yanda webinar. That's it. Sounds good. You guys will be able to find it within the strategy marketplace of Binance. So if you want to connect your Binance account and copy my strategy, you can just click on Binance and click on strategy marketplace. I will not be able to see my strategy right now, but you will find it in here, running or not. It depends when you connect your exchange. Chris, I think that as the first time it can be good, but I would like also to show them what the leaderboard is.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that about going to the leaderboard and showing the watchers like what some of our other traders are doing and the performance of what their trading accounts are doing.
Yeah, that's the cool stuff of Yanda, guys, because we are improving the social trading on a daily basis. In less than a month time, I hope you will see some very good improvement with new features about the copy trading strategies, and also the leaderboard. So the leaderboard is a place where you can see the top 5 traders of the month ranked by their weighted average profits. Together with the number of their strategies. You can see there is this guy that during the last month, Zuten made the 17.53% of weighted average profits, compliment to Zuten, but also all the other guys are not doing bad at all. A monthly profit on that?
Oh, no, I just briefly mentioned, I mean, 4.35% for one of the top traders of the month. I mean, it's better than any investment vehicle out there with banks or bonds. So, trading, it's ups and downs in the market, but when you're automating it and you've got the right strategies in place, you can make some really good returns on, especially if you want to start copying some of our top traders.
Well, that's the point. Thank you for mentioning that, Chris, because what we are trying to achieve in here, apart from giving a cool tool that everybody can use, is to enhance the blockchain space. Because, guys, with the current technologies, both of API keys and blockchain technologies, you can really become your own bank. Those tools, they were just for few people till some years ago. Right now, you can have access to certain tools that allows you to really take your financial empowerment back from the bank. So a profit that a monthly profits of 4.35%, I think is crazy. No bank can offer you the same amount, and it is not made by us. It's not made out of a promise. You can see it's a user doing that. And as well as those top 5 traders of the month, you can check the full leaderboard where we list all the traders that have used the platform so far. So if you click on all, you can see that the list is long and goes way down. I'm not going to bother you for showing all of them, but you can do that, guys. By the way, you can look up for yourself. I can do that for myself, Mario1, that's my account. I have a ratio of 255.76% of profits. The number 65 on the leaderboard. I'm very happy that there are 64 people, 54 traders, awesome traders that are beating me out. That's making me
search me on there. I mean, I've been trading with Yanda for about 3 weeks now, so it'd be interesting to see what. So in 3 weeks, I've done 15%.
That's cool. I think that's cool. You can do better, obviously. Everybody can do better. But the most important thing is to learn. As the majority of the tool can feel lost. Think about Excel in the 90s. Everybody was thinking that was super difficult tool to use. Now everybody using it. I think that the same thing is going to happen with the automated trading system that nowadays are getting more popular than before. It's just a question of practicing, learning by doing. Do not get discouraged by some mistakes. Everybody can learn by mistakes. Actually, it's the most important step on a learning process is a mistake. Am I right, Chris?
You are
So,
right on that.
guys, as I said to you before, I will be very happy to welcome all of you that are watching that video onto Yanda.io. We are offering right now a free $10 credit to use the platform because we are very keen of transparency. Our business model is straightforward. If you make profits, you pay. If you don't make profits, you don't. So there is no charge up front. You just need to top up your account with some credit. You can start with as low as £15. You can check out our plans page. You can find it on the cart on top of the navigation bar. You can go for a membership and you can pay and you can use unlimited features of Yanda by paying a monthly fee, or you can just top up your credit with us and you will share your profits with us. So you can start with £14, we give you £15 back. You can top up to £80 and we give you £100 of credit for using the platform. You can use PayPal for topping up your account. And again, you will pay just if you make profits. So if you don't try, you don't get. Chris, I think that's all.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. It was a great first webinar to have.
So, guys, thank you so much, and thank you, Chris, for your time. Thank you for introducing us and for
the demonstration. And guys, to the people that are watching this, if you've got any questions, please leave a comment below. If you'd like us to go over anything again, let us know, and we'll be sure to run another webinar soon with some more training for you guys.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Ciao.